today we're going to look at the BMI fitness test, or also known as the body mass index. The purpose of BMI fitness testing is to estimate or predict someone's likely body composition. This being someone's ratio of fat to fat-free mass, which might include organs, muscle, bones or other living tissue. The overarching principle of BMI fitness testing is to gauge how healthy someone's weight is compared to their height. So if we were to take three different people of the same height, one with a high fat content, one with average fat content and one with low fat content, through BMI testing the results should also correlate with this. So the person with the higher fat content would get a higher BMI score, then the person at the lowest end or with the lowest fat mass should have the lowest BMI score. This is because of the maths involved with calculating someone's BMI. We start with the person's weight, and this is measured in kilograms. We then divide it by their height, which is measured in meters, but it's divided by their height squared. So if we had someone who weighed 100 kilograms and they were 2 meters tall, we would do 100 divided by 2 squared, which is 4. 100 divided by 4 gives us a BMI score of 25. The result is essentially saying how much weight is being distributed in the surface area of a person. The calculation was based on the idea that there is an ideal weight for every height. And by using the calculation of weight divided by height squared, we arrive at an answer that indicates if a person is under the ideal weight, at the healthy weight, slightly above the ideal weight, or obese. With BMI fitness testing, there are a number of benefits. There are some drawbacks, but we'll look at the benefits first. The first is that it uses very simple calculations. This makes it very accessible to all performers and assessors. So long as someone has access to accurate weighing scales and a method to record their height, and that they know the calculation of weight divided by height squared, then they can complete BMI testing. A second benefit is that it's very quick and non-invasive. It can be calculated as soon as we have a performer's weight and height, we can find out their BMI within seconds. With it being non-invasive, it's also one of the more popular ways to ascertain if someone is a healthy weight. There are, however, some large drawbacks which undermines BMI testing's validity. The first one being is that BMI testing doesn't differentiate between different types of tissue that make up a person's body weight. In no way does it sort fat mass from muscle mass to bone mass or organ mass or water content. It's all lumped in under the same category of someone's weight. What this means, therefore, is that healthy performers who might exercise and cause or force muscular hypertrophy to occur, they actually weigh more than someone of the same height because they've got increased muscle mass. Muscle weighs more than fat. So if we use the calculations of weight divided by height squared, we've got two performers, one who doesn't exercise and one who does, who has more muscle. They're going to come out as a higher scorer or a more unhealthy person because they've got more muscle. So although the calculations are accurate and we can repeat this test over and over, we shouldn't take them as being completely accurate because it doesn't differentiate between different types of living tissue. So to summarise BMI fitness testing, or the person's body mass index, what we require is someone's weight and height, and we divide their weight in kilograms by their height squared in meters. This provides us with a result which, when we look at the normative data, can sort someone into being below the healthy ideal weight, in the healthy ideal zone, slightly above the healthy ideal zone, or obese. Some positives of this fitness test is that it is very quick, it's very accessible, and we can have an answer or result in seconds after we provide the data of height and weight. So long as the height and weight are measured accurately, then we can say the results are very accurate as well. However, a fundamental drawback to this fitness test is that it doesn't differentiate between fat, muscle, bone and all other types of living tissue. It lumps them all under the same category of body weight, which means we could have someone incredibly healthy with high muscle mass who comes out as obese when compared to someone of the same height who's very undernourished and they don't exercise at all, because they've got more muscle than they do fat, compared to the other person who has less of both and they come out closer to being that ideal healthy weight. So that's BMI fitness testing. I hope you found that mini lesson useful. If you did, then feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can be kept updated with all the video and all the content that we're going to be bringing you. Alternatively, if you want to learn more about private tuition or teaching and learning resources that we write, then visit us at theptutor.com and you can contact one of our team. I hope to hear from or see you very soon.